90-day fiancés Sarper and Shekinah leave home for shocking new adventure after divorce news. Sarper Güven and Shekinah Garner from 90-day fiancé left their home in Los Angeles to embark on a new trip across the United States. The couple was recently featured in 90-day fiancé Season 11, where they faced several challenges on the road to marriage. Just a month after their unconventional wedding ceremony, their relationship began to deteriorate. During the 90-day fiancé Season 11 tell-all, Sarper and Shekinah admitted that they were no longer getting along, with Sarper confessing that he didn't enjoy being married. They had multiple heated arguments on and off camera, leading many fans to believe they might end up divorced. Despite the challenges, Sarper and Shekinah have managed to keep their relationship strong and recently revealed that they are happy together, dismissing any speculation of a possible divorce. Shekinah and Sarper have started to enjoy their marriage and recently embarked on a new travel adventure. Shekinah shared some beautiful pictures with Sarper from their escapade. In the caption, she expressed, "Love exploring the US with you." When an Instagram user, It's Becky Boop, asked, "Where are you guys?" Shekinah excitedly responded, "Utah." Although Sarper enjoyed the trip, which involved fishing, he mentioned, "Sarper and wild, was fun, but I think I'm more a city guy." What Shekinah and Sarper's Utah adventure means for relationship. Shekinah and Sarper want to create beautiful new memories. Shekinah and Sarper have always had a troubled relationship. Although they appear to love each other, they have distinctly different personalities. Sarper is perceived as a controlling partner, while Shekinah appears self-centered and sometimes struggles to understand Sarper's needs, including the sacrifice he made by leaving his family in Turkey to move to the United States. They were unable to have any meaningful discussions during the tell-all due to their tendency to argue. Shekinah even suggested that only therapy could improve their relationship. However, things seem to have improved for them since then. Shekinah and Sarper have rekindled their bond and seem excited about their future together. This getaway to Utah shows that they are committed to reconnecting with each other after experiencing rocky moments in 90-day fiancé Season 11. They are ready to move past the drama and escape the everyday stress in Los Angeles by seeking solace in nature in Utah. This vacation may represent a fresh start for the couple, as they create new memories and leave their past drama behind. Our take on Shekinah and Sarper bonding after relationship troubles. Shekinah and Sarper seem determined to salvage their relationship. Viewers witnessed Shekinah and Sarper constantly arguing during the 90-day fiancé Season 11 tell-all, sparking rumors that they might decide to break up. However, the couple's recent trip to Utah has made it clear that they aren't giving up on each other and are committed to working on their relationship. Shekinah and Sarper want to show that their love will endure despite the odds, and they don't want to be seen as a doomed couple. By traveling together, the 90-day fiancé couple hopes to resolve their conflicts and show how happy they can be as a couple. The Other Way. Who is 90-day fiancé star Shekinah's ex-boyfriend Berto? 90-day fiancé, The Other Way newcomer Shekinah Garner has a daughter, and this week, she revealed startling details of her relationship not only with Sophie but also with her ex-boyfriend, Berto. Esthetician and events co-host Shekinah is 41 years old and found love internationally when she flew to Turkey on vacation. Shekinah was on a dating app where she came across Sarper Güven, a 43-year-old model and a personal trainer. Shekinah and Sarper have dated for just 5 months, and she's already planning on going to Istanbul to get married to him. Shekinah chose to ignore the red flags about the self-confessed playboy who claims to have slept with 2,500 women. In her introductory episode, Shekinah spoke about her Amish past and how she rebelled as a kid for her parents to finally let go of the lifestyle. What Shekinah forgot to mention was she was in a long-term relationship with a man named Berto many years ago, with whom she has a teenage daughter. Shekinah also mentioned that she sent her daughter to boarding school. Shekinah's ex-boyfriend is 27 years older than her. Before leaving for Turkey, Shekinah said there was a really important conversation she needed to have. She greeted Berto by saying, "You look so handsome," as they hugged. She had her first real relationship when she was 23 years old. Berto was Italian and 27 years older than Shekinah. They dated for 4 years. Berto had been living in Costa Rica for 9 years because he opened a hotel there. Shekinah said that Berto missed so many important years of their daughter Sophie's life by being in another country. His absence was a reminder of why Shekinah and Berto's relationship didn't work out. Shekinah has a 15-year-old daughter with Berto and Shekinah co-parent their 15-year-old daughter Sophie. Berto kept coming back to Los Angeles occasionally to see Sophie. During episode 9, Berto came to know that Shekinah was relocating to Turkey. She told Berto that she wants Sophie to know what a healthy relationship looks like. She has an atypical mother-daughter relationship with her daughter. Sophie has seen Shekinah going through challenges in her past relationships. Shekinah doesn't like sugarcoating things with her daughter. Shekinah told Berto that she would be coming back to America every 5 weeks during Sophie's boarding school breaks to meet her. Berto doesn't support Shekinah's decision to move to Turkey for Sarper. Berto revealed that he sold the hotel in Costa Rica and would have all the time in the world to spend with his daughter. He told the cameras that Shekinah has made mistakes with the men she chooses because she bases her choices on looks rather than morals and principles. Now, she was going for a man in a whole different country, culture, and lifestyle when she didn't even know Sarper that well. Berto accused the 90-day fiancé, the other way star, of not making her daughter a priority. Currently, Shekinah appears to still be in Los Angeles, so her decision to leave everything behind for Sarper may not have materialized after all. 90-day fiancés Sarper and Shekinah leave home for shocking new adventure after divorce. Los Angeles to embark on a new trip across the United States. The couple was recently featured in 90-day fiancé season 11, where they faced several challenges on the road to marriage. Just a month after their unconventional bedding ceremony, their relationship began to deteriorate after the show's 90th wedding. Real couples from 90-day fiancé explain why love for the franchise endures. 90-day fiancé. The Other Way cast members Shekinah, Garner, and Sarper Güven got married in bed. The pair seemed to thrill and enrage their audience in equal measure. Some viewers offered up congratulations to the newlyweds in comments on social media, while others viewed the nuptials as a stunt meant to garner the pair more airtime. Welcome to the world of the 90-day franchise, shows people love to watch and live to hate watch. Garner and Güven's wedding was the 90th of the franchise, which has multiple shows and millions of fans. The original show, 90-Day Fiancé, premiered on TLC in January, featuring stories about Americans who fall in love with people from other countries. The 90-day refers to the amount of time an individual with a K-1 fiancé visa has to marry their U.S. sponsor and start the process to become an American citizen. The franchise has grown to have multiple spin-off series, including 90-Day Fiancé, Before the 90 Days, 90-Day, The Single Life, 90-Day Fiancé, Love in Paradise, and The Last Resort. Like CNN, TLC is part of Warner Brothers Discovery. Loren and Alexei Brovarnik joined the show after meeting and falling in love in Israel, where she had traveled as part of a birthright trip in. Viewers have followed their lives over the past 10 years as they settled in Florida and welcomed 3 children. It hasn't always been easy, something Loren learned after she underwent a surgical mommy makeover, which caused some tension with her husband and divided viewers. You're always being judged, Loren Brovarnik told CNN. You're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't, and you can't do it right no matter what. Public scrutiny hasn't dissuaded the couple from participating in several spin-offs, including 90-Day Fiancé, Pillow Talk, and Loren and Alexei, After the 90 Days. They will next be seen in a new season of 90-Day Fiancé, Happily Ever After? It's a brilliant concept and every story is different, Brovarnik said of the entire franchise. Alon Orstian, senior vice president for production and development for TLC, credits the appeal of 90-day shows to their mix of romance and drama. It's boy meets girl, boy meets boy, girl meets girl, he said. People love to see the romantic journeys. People love the roller coaster relationships, and 90-Day Fiancé gives it this twist of this international component. He insists that the show is not scripted, as some on social media have suggested. Orstian said they aim to cast individuals who are open, being honest, giving full access, being ready to wear your heart on your sleeve, being ready to dig deep, and to be ready, willing, and able to sort of have your most intimate experiences be out there. That's not so easy. Not everyone can do that, and it's something that we have to be mindful of in the casting process. And sometimes even during productions people become more guarded, Orstian said. It's hard to do these stories and to make a show like this if people aren't ready to sort of open up and give full access. That's really what makes the best cast members, people who are just ready to go there. Kenny Niedermeyer and Armando Rubio became famous for their appearance on 90-Day Fiancé, The Other Way, when Niedermeyer moved to Mexico, married Rubio, and become co-parent to Rubio's daughter, Hannah. 12. The couple even had a spin-off titled Kenny and Armando, Love is Love. The two men said they didn't quite know what to expect when they joined the franchise, but it's been a great experience. I think our favorite part is that we were able to tell our story, and I think it helped a lot of people that are in our situation that might feel kind of left out or they feel like a lot of people don't support them, Niedermeyer said. He added that occasional negativity they received for sharing their lives was something that made them closer. We felt so much support along the way, Niedermeyer said. We weren't sure what to expect when we signed on to do 90 Day Fiancé, but we were pleasantly surprised and I think it really made a difference in our lives. The new season of 90 Day Fiancé, Happily Ever After? Premieres Sunday, July 6th at 8 p.m. I'm such an idiot. 90 Day Fiancé, Happily Ever After? Star Jasmine gets emotional when Gino tells her about Natalie. 90 Day Fiancé, Happily Ever After? Season 9, Episode 3 was released on. Titled, You Can't Handle the Truth, the episode documented the conversation between Gino and Jasmine after the former returned from his trip to Las Vegas. He told Jasmine he had met Natalie there and lived with her for 3 days. Jasmine didn't take that well and got emotional. She didn't like that Gino was traveling with the other woman while being married to her. I'm such a dumb, Gino. I'm such an idiot, Jasmine said. Gino argued that not only was he fighting with Jasmine since she moved to Michigan, but they weren't even staying together as a married couple. He blamed her for breaking every rule with their open marriage situation and accused her of cheating on him with Matt before he agreed to keep their marriage open. What did Gino and Jasmine talk about on 90 Day Fiancé, Happily Ever After? Season 9 Episode 3. When Gino met Jasmine after coming back from Las Vegas, he returned her coffee machine, which she had given him as a gift. Seeing her clothes in his trunk, Jasmine said in a 90 Day Fiancé, Happily Ever After? Confessional that it didn't look like Gino was trying to take her back. She wondered out loud why Gino had asked to meet her. Gino then revealed to her on 90 Day Fiancé, Happily Ever After? That he had recently met a woman, and he went to Las Vegas to see her. Jasmine objected to his actions, given the fact that they were married. But he defended himself, saying he hadn't lived with Jasmine for 4 months. I actually had a good time with her, revealed Gino. He said he wasn't used to having a good time because whenever he was with Jasmine, all they did was fight. He couldn't be himself with her, nor could they have a good time. Jasmine rhetorically asked Gino if he was comparing 3 days of togetherness with Natalie to 5 years of marriage. She said that even she could make any man the happiest in 3 days in Vegas. Gino noted that they had been fighting since he met her, and the only time they weren't was when Jasmine was in Panama. After Jasmine came to Michigan, they were fighting since day one. He told her that his date with Natalie was good, they had a good connection, and Natalie wanted to see him again. To this, Jasmine got emotional and told him that she had missed him. She noted that he was happy now and had found the perfect woman who was going to give him things that she couldn't. She said all her stuff was still packed because she was waiting for him to tell her he missed her and that he wanted to fix things with her. You were totally breaking all the open marriage rules. You were going to the gym all the time, for 8 hours a day, said Gino. Here, he referred to Jasmine's connection with her gym buddy Matt, which he had asked her not to pursue because he didn't want her to have any romantic connections with the people she chose to sleep with in their open marriage. He also revealed on 90 Day Fiancé, Happily Ever After, that he had recently discovered that Jasmine had cheated on him with Matt. He stated that he had looked at Jasmine's phone records and had found that she was talking to Matt 4 months before he agreed to the open marriage. 90 Day Fiancé Season 11. Tension builds as wedding days draw near. With wedding days approaching, there is still plenty of tension among the Season 11 couples on 90 Day Fiancé. Several of these couples are still facing major relationship hurdles, including introducing prenups to their partners and even questioning one another's true commitments to each other. In the latest episode of the season, Sarper gives a shocking weight loss clause to Shekinah after she mentions having him sign a prenup. Meanwhile, one is still considering working back on a cruise ship and leaving his family behind, and Maddie continues to question Stevie's sexuality. Talks of prenups before the big day create tension among the 90 Day Fiancé couples. In episode 15 of 90 Day Fiancé, which was released on May 25, there are several talks about prenuptial agreements. Both Shekinah Garner and Sean Finch decided to speak to their foreign partners about why having this agreement signed on the dotted line is important, emphasizing how it could protect them and their assets in the event of a divorce. Of course, their partners, Sarper Güven and Aaliyah de Batista, are having a difficult time understanding the need for a prenup. Aaliyah expresses how she sees this as Sean being unsure about their relationship. Meanwhile, Sarper gives Shekinah his own set of demands if he were to sign a prenup, and it's absurd. Sarper demands Shekinah give him a weight target or face consequences. Sarper and Shekinah go out with her LA friends where they are sure to get plenty of questions about their wedding. The couple decided to forego a traditional wedding and opted for a bedding, where they get married in bed. After the couple tells the group about their non-traditional wedding plans, her friends then ask about plans for her to have a prenup in place. Sarper shared that it was very rude to ask about this, but Shekinah agrees with her friends that it's a good idea. "Babe, you know, I trust you, but it might be a good idea for me to just get that," she says. However, Sarper has his own clause he wants to set in place that leaves Shekinah and her friends in shock. He shares that he will sign the prenup if Shekinah keeps her weight target at 128 pounds, adding that every pound she gains he'll ask for $1000. "I will weigh you in every first week of every month, and for every pound you over I will fine you for $1,000. Are you okay with that?" He asked her soon-to-be wife, "I will weigh you in every first week of every month, and for every pound you over I will fine you for $1,000. Are you okay with that?" He asked her soon-to-be wife. Shekinah responded, "Okay, sure, I'll do that because I care more about it probably than you do." Given how her friends reacted to Sarper's absurd weight clause, he left the table. Sean needs Aaliyah to sign a prenup or it'll just be a party. Sean is also hoping that Aaliyah will take it into consideration and sign a prenup. Previous episodes have seen Sean becoming rather uncertain of his relationship with Aaliyah as she continues to contemplate gender-affirming surgery. He tells her that he doesn't think he can move forward with a marriage if Aaliyah gets the surgery. Still, Sean loves her, but wants to protect himself, with all the things that are going on and, the fact that everything with us seems too uncertain and too ever-changing. I've decided that what I really need to do is have a prenup signed. Preparing for every possibility will make me feel more at ease about moving forward, Sean shares. Of course, this bothers Aaliyah, who shares that Sean is feeling insecure about the future. She was blindsided by the prenup. "It's hard to focus on the wedding and it's hard to be happy if Sean is thinking about the end," she adds. "I don't want to put a lot of extra pressure on her. But in order for us to get married, I really need to have that paper signed," Sean shares in a confessional. Sean and Aaliyah then meet with the former's mother, who asks what would happen if Aaliyah didn't sign the prenup. "We'll have a party, but just a party," Aaliyah shares. "And then I can leave and whatever," she adds, meaning that she'd have to return to Brazil. In the same episode, we learn that Matt and Amani made amends with Annie after they believed she was keeping secrets from them, including lying about her real name, which is really Brenda. Annie shares that she kept this hidden from them because she experienced an abusive marriage and was only protecting herself. 90-day fiancé, is Shekinah and Sarper's marriage already in trouble? It hasn't been that long since their bedding wedding, but it looks like Sarper Güven and Shekinah Garner of 90-day fiancé may already be running into marital issues. But that's not really surprising considering the numerous troubles they had even before tying the knot in bed. In fact, many fans wondered if they would actually cross the finish line. They had so many relationship ups and downs. But they pushed through them all and made it do. And now it seems like they are wondering if perhaps they should have given it a little more thought. Unfortunately, the clock was ticking on the K1 visa. Shekinah Garner says everything changed after marriage to Sarper Güven, but that's all hindsight now. In an emotional clip from the upcoming 90-day fiancé tell-all, the couple get candid about what life has been like after their unique bedding ceremony. "The wedding was perfect, and I loved how intimate it was.